Research shows that nearly half of heart failure cases in adults over 70 go unnoticed until symptoms become severe. Recognizing the subtle signs early isn't just smart, it's life-saving. You might think you know your body, but what if your heart is quietly struggling right now and you haven't noticed the signs just yet? After 70, heart failure becomes a real risk, yet many of the earliest signals are so subtle that they slip right under the radar. The good news? If you can spot these signs early, you can take control, slow down the damage, and improve your quality of life. In today's video, I am going to help you unravel 7 hidden signs your heart could be failing. And I'm going to walk you through them one after the other. I can assure you that every single one of these matters. Miss just one, and you might be missing a critical chance to protect your heart. So let's get right to it. Number 1. Unexplained fatigue. Not just tired, but bone-deep exhaustion. Have you ever felt so tired that even getting out of bed feels like a mountain climb? Not the kind of tired after a long day, but a deep exhaustion that doesn't go away with rest. Take Margaret, 72, for example. She was always active, gardening, walking, keeping up with her grandkids. But over a few months, she noticed she was drained after simple tasks like cooking or even chatting on the phone. At first, she thought it was just getting older. What Margaret didn't know was that her heart was struggling to pump enough blood, leaving her muscles and organs starved of oxygen, causing that persistent fatigue. Why this matters? Fatigue is the most common but also the most misunderstood sign of heart trouble after 70. According to the American Heart Association, unexplained fatigue is one of the earliest warnings of heart failure, especially when it lingers or worsens over time. Quick tip: if your tiredness feels different than before, lasts longer, or stops you from doing things you love, don't ignore it. It's your body's way of waving a red flag. Number 2, shortness of breath, when breathing feels like a challenge. It's surprising how some everyday activities can quietly become harder, like climbing a few steps or walking across the room, without us really noticing at first. Sometimes even bending down feels like it takes more effort than before. And then there are those restless nights, waking up suddenly, struggling to catch your breath. That was the reality for David, 74. He always enjoyed his morning walks and tending his garden, but lately, after just a short stroll, he found himself breathing faster and feeling unusually tight in the chest. At first, he told himself it was just part of getting older, until one night when he woke up gasping and unable to lie flat. That's when he knew something wasn't right. This shortness of breath is often a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood as well as it should. When blood flow slows down, fluid can build up in your lungs, making every breath feel heavier, especially when you're lying down. A 2021 study in the Journal of Cardiology found that many older adults delay medical care because they think breathlessness is just normal aging. But it's not. If you notice that breathing becomes difficult doing simple tasks, or if you wake up struggling for air, it's important to get checked out. Recognizing these signs early can help keep your heart stronger and your days easier. Number 3. Swelling in the ankles, feet, or abdomen. Your body holding on to water. Have you ever noticed your shoes feeling tighter by the end of the day? Or your legs looking puffier than usual? What about your stomach feeling swollen? This is called edema, and it happens because a struggling heart can't keep up with pumping blood, so fluid starts to leak into your tissues. Linda, 69, noticed her rings wouldn't slide off her fingers easily anymore. At first, she thought it was weight gain or something simple, but over time, the swelling spread to her ankles and lower legs. This swelling is a red flag that your heart might be failing, and it needs medical attention. Research from the British Heart Foundation confirms that swelling, especially when it's persistent and worsens throughout the day, is a key indicator of heart failure risk. Tip: keep an eye on swelling that doesn't go down overnight, especially if it's accompanied by fatigue or breathlessness. Those signs together are your body's way of saying, "I need help." The truth is, these first three signs often sneak up on people, quietly, slowly, and without dramatic symptoms. That's why so many miss them until it's too late. But if you're paying attention now, you're already one step ahead. Let's proceed to number 4. Number 4. Dizziness or lightheadedness. When your heart can't keep up. Another subtle sign of heart failure is dizziness and lightheadedness. Have you ever gotten up too quickly and felt that brief moment of dizziness, or even a complete sense of lightheadedness? If it happens occasionally, you might brush it off as nothing serious. But if it starts happening more frequently, this is something you shouldn't ignore. Dizziness or lightheadedness occurs when the heart is struggling to pump blood effectively, which can lead to reduced blood flow to the brain. When your heart can't keep up with the demands of the body, it can cause these sudden, disorienting sensations. And while it might feel like something small or temporary, it could be a warning sign that your heart is under stress and not functioning as well as it should. It's important to pay attention to how often this happens. If you feel lightheaded after standing up, especially if it's more than once or twice, it's time to be proactive. Practical tips. Stand up slowly. If you've been sitting or lying down for a while, take your time getting up. Try shifting your position gently before standing up completely. This helps give your body time to adjust to the change in position. Hydrate. Dehydration can contribute to dizziness. Make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day to keep your body well hydrated, especially if you're feeling lightheaded more frequently. Consult a doctor. If dizziness or lightheadedness continues or worsens, it's important to talk to your healthcare provider. They can check for underlying conditions such as low blood pressure or heart issues that could be contributing to the problem. Number 5. Persistent cough or wheezing. When fluid builds up in your lungs. Have you been dealing with a lingering cough that just won't seem to go away? Or perhaps more wheezing or a tightness in your chest when you try to take a deep breath? This might be more than just a seasonal cold or allergy. It could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it should. When the heart isn't able to pump blood effectively, blood backs up into other areas of the body, including the lungs. This can lead to fluid buildup, which in turn can cause a persistent cough or wheezing. You might think it's something small, like a minor irritation, but the truth is it's one of those signs that's easy to overlook until it becomes more serious. Why it matters. When fluid accumulates in your lungs, it can make breathing more difficult, leading to that nagging cough that just doesn't seem to go away. This is often an indication that your heart is struggling to keep up, and if left unchecked, it could lead to more serious complications like heart failure. What to do? If you're dealing with a cough that just won't go away, especially if it's paired with shortness of breath, swelling in your legs, or a general feeling of fatigue, it's time to listen to your body. These symptoms aren't just a nuisance. They're warning signs that your heart may need attention. Monitor your symptoms. Take note of any changes in your breathing, or if you start feeling more winded than usual. If the cough is persistent or worsens, don't wait. Consult with your doctor. A simple checkup could reveal whether the cough is related to heart problems like fluid buildup. Your doctor may perform tests to assess your heart's function and rule out any serious conditions. Manage your health. In addition to medical attention, maintaining a healthy lifestyle with regular exercise, a balanced diet, and avoiding smoking can help keep your heart in better shape and prevent unnecessary stress on your lungs. It's always better to be cautious when it comes to your health. If you've been experiencing these symptoms for a while, don't wait. Get the support you need to ensure your heart is working properly. Early intervention can make a huge difference in your long-term well-being. Number 6. Rapid or irregular heartbeat. when your heart seems to race for no reason. You know that feeling when your heart races or beats irregularly? Maybe it happens when you're just sitting, resting, or even watching TV. At first you might think it's nothing, but it's time to pay attention if this happens frequently. Take John, 70, for example. He was sitting on his porch one afternoon, enjoying a cup of tea, when he suddenly felt his heart pounding in his chest. At first it was just a momentary feeling, but then it happened again a few days later. And again. After a visit to his doctor, John found out that he had a condition called atrial fibrillation, where the heart beats irregularly. Why it matters. A racing or irregular heartbeat isn't just uncomfortable, it can increase your risk of stroke and other heart problems. Your heart might be sending you an important signal that it's struggling to maintain its rhythm. What to do? If you experience these episodes more than once, don't ignore them. It's important to get checked by a doctor to figure out what's going on and how you can prevent more serious issues later. Number 7. Difficulty sleeping. When your heart's struggling while you rest. According to a 2019 study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, disrupted sleep and symptoms like waking up short of breath are common in people with heart failure. It's not just about poor sleep quality, it's a physical symptom linked directly to how well your heart is working. So, if you're tossing and turning, waking up gasping for breath, or finding yourself needing more pillows to sleep comfortably, it's time to take note. Talk to your doctor about these symptoms, especially if they come with other signs like swelling in your legs, fatigue, or shortness of breath during the day. Early intervention can make a big difference. Treatments, medications, and lifestyle changes can improve how your heart functions and help restore peaceful, restorative sleep, something everyone deserves. Remember, sleep isn't just rest for the mind, it's a vital part of heart health. Listening to your body at night might just be one of the smartest things you do for your heart. Why these signs matter. At this stage of life, it's often easy for older ones to brush off these hidden signs as minor annoyances until they become more serious. The good news? You're ahead of the game by paying attention now. If you can catch these signs early, you can take steps to protect yourself and stay ahead of heart failure. If you've noticed any of these symptoms in your life or a loved one, don't wait. The earlier you act, the better your chances of keeping your heart healthy and strong. It's one thing to know these signs, but it's another to take charge and keep strong and healthy for as long as possible. Remember, your heart isn't just an organ. It's the core of your life, your energy, your joy. And while some changes after 70 are natural, you have incredible power to influence how your heart ages. If you've noticed any of these signs or tips resonated with you, don't wait. Take a moment right now to think about one small step you can start today. Maybe it's booking a checkup, putting on comfortable shoes for a short walk, or trying a new heart-healthy recipe. You're not alone in this journey. We're in it together. If this video has given you new insight or hope, please like and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. And if you want to stay in the loop on health and wellness tips made just for older people like you, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Your health deserves it. Thanks for spending this time with me. Here's to your heart's health. Strong, steady, and full of life. Until our next video, stay strong and hearty.